Hello everyone, here I'm back with a video lecture and today we are going to discuss the tools for measuring the human motion or you can see the kinematic quantities. So basically what we have to study in this is basically measuring the human movement, diagnosing abnormalities, and guiding or helpful in rehabilitation. So, we will explore two major categories of tools used to utilize or analyze movement kinematics, video and film based analysis, and second one was the movement monitoring devices like accelerometers. Okay? So that means starting from the first video and film based motion analysis. Basically, the historical background sees that in 19th centuries, the study of motion using camera dates back. Okay, maybe in the late 19th century. A British photographer famous for using electronically triggered sequential still cameras are very famous at that time. His name is Edward Muybridge. Proved that horses lift all four hooves off the ground while galloping. Okay, that means majorly he is proving different things by taking a sequence of many photographs, or you can say the many of the pictures. Proof that also this published extensive photography study comparing normal versus pathological gait. So that means these are the types of photography that we have to require because we don't require any of the photographic or any that kind of things. So we need a modern video systems, right? The standard video cameras that may be 30 frames per second capture in a very sufficient analysis or sufficient for analysis for general movement. Majorly, what we have to do is basically we don't need cameras right now. Majorly the picture camera or photo camera. We need a video cameras, okay? Because in today in era you can just take video of any of the movement and and go for the analysis of that movement. Because high speed digital videos are very helpful, like 2000 frames per second they capture at that moment. So they are basically used for precise quantitative analysis in sports, clinical researches, rehabilitation. You know that there are all kind of digital cameras when athlete is performing in the any of the sports. You know that same like that you can just use any of the video cameras around him without telling him maybe, or some kind of, if there is a requirement to tell them, then you can just tell them that there is a video analysis for your movement. So that means that is very important because there are many other consideration of cameras as well. The camera sensor needs to be exposed on light and faster shutter speeds, and camera positioning that needs to be perpendicular to the camera optical axis. Like single camera views may cause distortion in different joint angles. So you need to take care of three-dimensional motion, human motion. You know that this is human motion is simply not the confined to only three dimension, not confined to one plane. So you need to take care of a three-dimensional image of human movement, okay? Because you know that the human motion is not occur in a one plane. You need a three-dimensional motion, or you need to capture the three-dimensional movement of a athlete or a patient. So there may be require 3 to 8 cameras to capture some kind of motion at the same time. And with that, you know that the marker based tracking like reflective markers are also important. The key the anatomical landmarks, infrared cameras that detects these markers and capture the high contrast images, things like that. The biomechanical softwares are very important. They may take the kinematic data from that, and if there is required, they can get the kinetic data as well. So that means video analysis is very important in a simple way, and in a very a simple way we can conclude the video and film analysis in that way, that video cameras are very important to take the human, or you can say that to take the video of your patient or your athlete, so you can analysis so you can now analyze the condition of your athlete or your patient in a very depth, or in you can say that in a very statistical manner. You can just judge, you cannot just judge a movement, you can just analyze, you can just work on analysis, you can just plan whole movement, and you can just you can take care of everything related to that movement, and then at the end you can analyze that, okay, this movement is good, this movement is not good, there is some kind of there is a need of some other trainings as well to improve the patient, the athlete's performance, and etc etc. Okay, the other we have discussed is movement monitoring devices like accelerometers, majorly devices that directly measure the acceleration. Okay, you, because their name simply says that, must be attached rigidly to the body part or object to ensure accurate reading. Okay, these are three-dimensional majorly, and they can combine multiple sensors to track the non-linear movements in all direction. Okay, majorly used in clinical monitoring, wearable tax, sports sciences, but because of its complexity, there these are majorly not used in certain areas as well, but it is very important in a sports medicine, because there is a requirement for the to track the patient or your athletes or your basically the performers, everything. So this is the major thing that is important for them. So that means understanding these tools is vital for the clinician, coach, researchers. Majorly, you can just take care of everything. Okay, we have discussed video and films, and other we have discussed the other movement monitoring system, accelerometer, majorly. So this is all for today. Hope you can understand that. And thanks for watching. If you have any query, you can ask. And we have done with the chapter number 2. Now, from the next lecture, we can discuss the chapter number 3. If you want any of the summary, or you can just didn't understand anything properly, you can just ask. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.